Good morning and welcome to Vlogmas Day 2. You're going to say hello, Mabel? Say hello. Say hello. And you're here today, aren't you, Sully? Because you're a good boy. You are a good boy. So we're at my parents' house. And by the way, if you missed day 1 of Vlogmas, we are doing a Vlogmas. We're going to do a vlog every single day. But because I didn't want all my friends over on the Cane show to miss out, we're alternating days. So day 1 was over on the Cane show. Day 2 is going to be over here on Will and Mabel. And we're going to go back and forward like that. So make sure you subscribe to both channels so that you don't miss any. Now, if you did see yesterday's, you'll know that we've had a really busy day. Some things that I didn't film last weekend, the weekend just gone, so it's Monday morning. And the weekend has just been really busy. We had a lovely family day on Saturday with my wife's family and my brother-in-law brought their Cocker Spaniel down, and you got to play with your mate Leo, didn't you? So that was a busy day for her. Yesterday we were with my family pretty much all day, and as you saw, we went to do some socialisation at the forest where we were picking up the Christmas tree. So it's been a really full-on weekend for us. So I decided today, you know what, we're going to have a bit of a recovery day, because you've always got that balance when you've got a new puppy of socialising your dog and making sure that you're getting out there and that you're exercising them and you're mentally stimulating them, but also not pushing them too far, especially a giant breed or a breed that suffers with things like hip dysplasia, which obviously a Cane Corso fits in with. Now, I always lean more towards the do more than do less, especially with socialisation. I make it very clear that I'm in the camp of that I find it ridiculous that people advise that you don't take your dog out at all until they've had all their vaccinations. As you've seen, her final vaccinations are tomorrow morning, but we have been going full steam ahead. Obviously taking precautions, checking people, asking them, has your dog had all their injections before they interact and things like that. But the risk is just so worth the reward in terms of those puppy socialisation periods that you just don't get back. So I'm always on the side of do more socialisation, but I thought today we'll come round to my parents' house where Sully is. They can have a bit of a play and tire themselves out. But I really wanted to show you something fun and have a bit of fun today. So what the biggest thing, I talk to this about on the Cane show all the time, all the clients I work with, all the people that email me, everybody that I help, the most important thing you can do for your dog is exercise and mental stimulation. After that, everything is easier. Training's easier, socialization's easier, rehabilitation's easier, everything. It always starts with exercise and mental stimulation. But like I just said, with breeds like Cane Corsos and just puppies in general, you have to take care that you're not letting them do too much and hurting their joints. Now, what I wanted to show you today is that there's actually, you don't just have to take them out and absolutely thrash them physically to really tire them out. There's lots of different ways you can use mental stimulation. And one of the things that I talked about in my puppy checklist was the Nina Otterson products, and they do some really cool mental stimulation puzzles for dogs. Now, I reached out to them. This video isn't sponsored whatsoever. Everything that I talk about is going to be completely my own opinions, but they were kind enough to send me a really big care package of all their different products for me to test out and to give you guys my honest feedback. So today I thought I'd come around and show you kind of Sully playing with them and Mabel playing with them as well, because the thing that I'm most impressed with by a long way is just how intelligent Mabel is. And new Cane Corsos were smart Mastiffs. I've worked with older Cane Corsos before, but how smart and switched on and how quickly she learns at such a young age, very smart. So I want to see her use some of these products and see how she gets on. And obviously Sully, fully grown, very intelligent Labrador, and it'd just be fun to let them have a play with some of these puzzles and let you guys come along for the journey. So here's some of the things they've sent me. As you can see, it's a big old pile. The first thing, I've never actually personally had to use one of these, but I do recommend them very often to clients that are struggling with their dogs wolfing food down. It's just a fun feeder, the slow feeding bowl. This is Nina Otterson's version. As you can see, they've got loads of grooves in, so when you pour the kibble into the bowl, it just makes it harder for them to get to. So not only does it tire out their mind, but it also slows down how fast they can eat, which is important for things like gastric torsion or bloat, things like that. Just to be able to slow down how quickly they're eating is important. So if you happen to be struggling with that, you can check out that. And like I say, as always, all the links to my online courses and all the products I talk about are down in the description. So if you want to learn any more, you can go down there to check out those links. But then these are some of the puzzles. So we've gone with intermediate and advanced. We kind of skipped out the level 1 just because of how smart they are. So here's just an example of some of the ones that they've got. So this is a dog tornado. Again, there's different levels that spin and you can put the treats in at different circumstances, and the dog has to work out how to get the treat. So it's really good for mental stimulation. This is the one that I've used before and that I've recommended to people. I've had a lot of success with this. Quite simple. Again, I'll show you more in detail in a minute. This is their hide and slide again, so these things do different things. The dog has to move them, slide them, flip them, things like that to be able to get at the treats. Then we move into some more of the advanced skill level ones. But here we have their one that has different trays that they have to kind of claw out. So that one's not only flipping things but clawing things. So it's nose, hands, really good for tiring them out. And then last but not least, it's similar to the other one but an advanced version. So what we're going to do is I've waited until meal time, and for this meal for Mabel we're only going to use these. So all of her food are going to go in these different things. She's going to have to see if she can work out getting the food out of the puzzles for her to be able to have a meal. And then I'm also going to let Sully have a bit of extra food today. He only eats once a day at the end of the day, but I'm going to let him have it a little bit earlier. And they are playing. Is it playtime, dogs? But this will be a good way to kind of calm them down, bring the energy level back down and channel it into something a bit more productive. So I'm going to open some of these boxes now and we'll show you how they get on. So we're going to start off with these two. We've got the dog brick, which has certain things that they have to pop up. It means they have to pop off. And then the dog tornado that has all these different spinny things and then different compartments. We've got some normal of their Fenrir dry food, and then we've got some fish sticks. So I'm going to put probably 2 or 3 fish sticks, bits of fish stick in each one for like high value rewards. And then we've got some kibble that's going to go in each one just so that each thing has a reward for them, and we'll see how it goes. So we've got 2 very inquisitive dogs, and I'm just going to pop it down and see what happens and see if either of them get the idea. Good boy Sully. Sully with his good manners trying to show off. So they both know there's stuff in there. There we go, Sully's discovered his first bit. Mabel, she knows. Let's see how smart she is. Are you just after the fish stick, Sully? Yeah. That's cheating, Mabel. Are we having a swap? So Sully wasn't really letting you have a go, was he, Mabel? So she's got this one all to herself now, so let's see if she can figure it out. But as you can see, if you knew you were leaving your dog on their own, to use a tool like this could keep them busy for absolutely ages. Having an absolute whale of a time. Like I say, they're built so well. Again, in terms of separation anxiety, there's loads of different tools that you can use this for. If you were crate training, you could leave one of these puzzles inside the crate with them. So there's tools like Kongs or bones or stuff that you can use to help them, but anything like this that can take their mind off anxiety or fear can really help them, let alone, like I say, just fun mental stimulation. So she's broken to her first one, she's found that, and now she's really starting to get the idea. But like I've been saying, I cannot get over how smart she is. The obedience stuff's going so quickly, even I'm struggling to keep up with her. And I'm obviously, again, it's all about that balance that I was talking about wanting to stretch her, wanting to push her, but not wanting to overwork her, over-exercise her, or take her to situations that she's not ready for. Again, you got another one? Yes, good girl. Is this fun? Is this fun? Yes, very clever. Good. That's the one you took off a second ago. Yes! You've done the hard bit and you've left the fish stick in, Mabel. There you go, good girl. Well done. Yes! Well done. Yes, well done. Very clever. Very clever. Oh, well done, yes. And let's face it, those ears are absolutely adorable. But again, you can see, I can sit and watch this stuff all day. This absolutely fascinates me. Seeing those cogs whirling, I'm going to give her a go of one of the more advanced ones in a minute, because like I say, she is just so switched on. She's halfway there with this one already. She's a very smart girl and clearly enjoying it. So yeah, if you've got a working breed, there's tons of different ways that you can really drain that energy, drain that mind, let them bring those energy levels down, and everything is easier. Problem behaviours just naturally start to drift away and go. These things are so important. Obviously, these are tools that you can utilise, and there's different ways of mentally stimulating a dog. But if you're like here and the weather's really bad, or you need to leave them on their own, or you haven't got much time, you can leave something like this down while you go and have a shower. Tools like this are fantastic, and we live in an age where you can get these at a great price. Amazon Prime it, next day delivery. It's just why not make your life much easier and give your dog a really good time? Let's see how she's getting on. Have you finished that one already, mate? You've emptied it out. Are you ready for another one? You are too smart for your own good, mate. So we're going to move on to the next one. Now this one is one of their advanced ones. It's called the Dog Worker. It's this one. And what I've done is in every one of these holes there's a little bit of fish, all tucked away in different pockets, and this thing spins around. As you can see, oh, I've missed a couple. Oh, terrible. Let's put a bit of dry food in each one of those. Now this one is much more complicated, but I'm really interested to see how she gets on. There's a bit of fish in everything else, so let's block some of these off. A bit of fish in there as well. As you can see, this one should be really good fun. So let's set this one down for her. Are you ready to try this one, mate? Have a go on that, see how you get along. Oh, yes! You've already got your fish. Yes, good. Yes. But again, so the holes are plenty big enough, especially for puppies, to get an entire meal in. So that is, obviously I'm just kind of demonstrating for a bit of fun for this video, but what I am actually 100% going to do with these is each day her midday meal. So she's at breakfast, lunch and dinner at the minute. So her breakfast we use as part of obedience work, like you saw yesterday. Then she finishes off her dinner in the crate, just to continue with crate training, which on a future video I'll show you how well that's coming along. For dinner, we do that in the evening, again for the obedience routine, but what I'm going to start doing is for that midday feed, I'm going to put the entirety of the feed in one of these puzzles, and every day I'll rotate through the puzzle and let her just go to town on it. This would keep her, honestly, I reckon this would keep her busy for an hour, especially one of these advanced ones where she really needs to work it out. That will keep her busy. That will be one happy puppy for a good hour. So if you let them work on this, let them work on something like that for an hour, you can go and get some stuff done. It'll help with separation anxiety, give you a chance to not have the puppy attached to you 24/7. They'll be so engrossed in the game that they'll forget to even be bothered to cry, and they'll start to learn that you not being there isn't a bad thing, it's a good thing, because they get to have this kind of fun. What I would do is I'd let her do this, I'd then take her out for a little walk, give her a chance to go to the toilet, and then she'd go into a crate and then have a bit of an hour or two quiet time in the afternoon. That's going to be part of our training moving forward. But these are brilliant. Oh, I just noticed she got into that one just as I was talking. She cracked that bit with the puzzle. But like I say, that will keep her busy for an hour now. These are brilliant. Like I say, it's not sponsored. I'm not being paid to say anything. They will send me to check out. If I thought they were rubbish, I'd tell you they weren't very good. But like I say, I have used these products before in the past. That's why I reached out to them to see if they wanted to send anything else out for us to try. And more of brilliance. Nina Otterson, you've got this down. Well done. Great products. Hey buddy. Hey buddy, you're a tired puppy, aren't you? You're a tired puppy. So we're back home. That was a load of fun. She absolutely enjoyed it, and now we're just going to work on a little bit of crate training. So I'm going to go upstairs and edit this video ready for tonight and look at their progress. So she's already in and out of a crate completely unsupported. She loves being in there now. The only thing we're kind of working on now is just the door being closed and being left alone, but the time that she cries for is coming down and down. So we've got the good old-fashioned Kongsicle. Not put too much in it today just because pate is quite rich, and I've put a really nice meat pate in there, and we don't want to give her the squirts. So it's probably about 2 teaspoons worth of pate in there. I'm gonna just try and sit with her. Hopefully she'll go in on her own. What I'm gonna do now is, as you can see, get her attention. That's what she smelt and that's what she's after, so I'm gonna chuck that in the back. Let her go in. I'm gonna sit with her now just for a couple of minutes with the doors open. If she tries to bring that out, I'll take it off her, put her back in. And I'm going to slowly bring my volume down, turn the light off, shut the gate, and I'll sit here for another 30 seconds, and I'm just going to really calmly get up and leave her, and then hopefully go for an hour or two, because she's like a toddler at the minute that's desperate for a nap, but she's being with Sully, she wanted to play and everything. So we've come out the way, we've come back home nice and calm, and we're going to let her have a good couple of hours sleep now, hopefully, while I can get some work done and carry on working on the separation anxiety. Now obviously I could take her up with me and let her sleep on the floor under the desk or in the office, and she'd be happy, but that might be counterproductive to my goal of her being able to be left on her own. So even though I am in the house, I'm purposely going out my way to leave her in a room on her own, just so we can start carrying on building up that work and not getting any separation anxiety, and just nip that in the bud right from day one. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Vlogmas. So we're here on Will and Mabel today. Tomorrow we'll be over on the Canine Show, so if you're not subscribed to the Canine Show, the link for that will be down in the description box below. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, hit that notification bell so you never miss another episode, and we'll see you tomorrow for the 3rd day of Vlogmas. We're getting close to Christmas. I'll see you soon.